Hello everybody, welcome. I'm No02 and thank you for watching this video. We are going over the gadgets. This is part 3 of my gadget breakdown and discussion. We go over the gadgets, we talk about what they do, how they feel, what they look like, are they good. And at the end of the video I'll share a link that you can push on where I will show you a no-hope nightmare viable deck that utilizes this gadget. And we are talking about ultrasonic wound therapy. It replaces our offensive slot so that when we push the button that is our offensive slot, we activate the following: heal 1 health each second over 7 seconds to nearby teammates. That includes yourself. It costs 40 small bullets or 40 SMG ammo. And again, we don't get to throw things anymore. We lose the ability to throw things because we have to, I don't know, carry a USB. So, let's start off with the basic information. It has a 1-second cooldown, and it stacks. So every other second, you can push the button and begin healing health over time. And if you push it 3 times, you will heal 21 points of health. That's nice. It has a range of 15 meters. It has a range of 15 meters. So allies who are about 15 meters away or more will not get the benefits of ultrasonic wound therapy. Let me pull up my notes here. 15, yeah, range, blah, blah, blah. Okay. We're on track. Let's look at the cards that it does not work with. Because when it comes to all the healing cards and the support cards, the question has always been, do they work together? Do they synergize? And here are the cards that do not work, does not work with ultrasonic therapy. These cards do not benefit at all, or ultrasonic therapy does not benefit from having these cards in your deck. Charitable Soul doesn't do anything. Or Miraculous Recovery does nothing, right? Poultice, Field Surgeon, Group Therapy. You'll notice that these cards say when you use a medical accessory, get an effect. This is not a medical accessory. This is a gadget. This is a gadget. And thus, anything that sort of has any sort of resemblance to these cards that talk about having a medical accessory, ultrasonic therapy will not trigger it. Charitable Soul was one that we heard that maybe works. People were like, it works. It just says healing, right? Does not work. I have tested it many times. I've tested it with different characters. I've tested it in the safe room, outside of the safe room. I have not seen Charitable Soul trigger when you use ultrasonic wound therapy. Has no effect. Thus, what does work? Not a whole lot. In fact, we have the only cards that do work or synergize with ultrasonic therapy is healing efficiency, right? Healing efficiency. Keep in mind that the temporary health gained does not trigger here because that triggers off of medical accessory, but the 25% healing efficiency, you get that. Medical expert, right? Not the healing the trauma, but the healing efficiency. See where this is going, right? This works with Doc's healing efficiency. It also works with overheal. It works with overheal. So if you're running overheal and you hit this button, the health will be translated into temporary health. What's interesting is that as far as I can tell, there is no loss. Well Rested says that you have a 20% team overheal, which is supposed to mean that the remaining portion of medkit heal that isn't being utilized on the actual health bar, only 20% of it is converted into temporary health. But as far as I can tell, there's actually no loss here. You heal 1 for 1. You have 100% healing efficiency as far as I can tell with ultrasonic wound therapy. So long as somebody on your team is running Well Rested, you get the full value out of ultrasonic wound therapy. If you have Well Rested, you're healing into your trauma or healing into your your bolstered health or whatever it is, right? So kind of cool, kind of interesting. There is one bug that I have noticed, that I've discovered. Probably there is a bug when you have a teammate who is downed. They have a health bar still, right? That's sort of like the red on red health bar. That's sort of like it slowly drains away. It's a temporary health bar, right? When they're downed. When you activate the ability for wound therapy, it will fully restore the bar of a downed teammate. making it look like you've healed them a tremendous amount of health. It is a visual bug. The bar will fully heal or will move as if representing full downed health. It is not. It is not. And because of this bug, I actually can't tell whether or not we are healing the downed bots or not, other than like downing a bot, timing how long it takes for them to bleed out, activating it once, or then downing another bot, activating it once, and then timing that again. I'm not going to do that. You guys can do that if you want to. Just so you know, it looks like wound therapy mega heals downed teammates. It does not. It's a visual bug. It's not working correctly. Do not be fooled. So, the last bit of information I have for you here is, if we are running max healing efficiency, we have all of the healing efficiency cards, and we are playing as Doc, we heal 14.7 HP per player, a total of 58.8 HP gained to the entire team. Just so you have that number. It's also important to note that I purposely included that 0.7, that 0.8 into those numbers because, just like Buckshot Bruiser, Ultrasonic Wound Therapy will keep track of your fractioned health. So if you're only running like one healing efficiency card, technically it heals like 7.5 HP over 7 seconds. It will hold on to that 0.5 HP and keep it like in a little memory bank somewhere, probably in that USB. And the second time you heal, you'll get that benefit. So I found that if you run Ultrasonic Therapy and you're playing as Doc, and that's it as far as your bonus healing efficiency is concerned for the most part. Or, I'm sorry, I'm playing with the bots. So if you're running as Doc, and you have the bot's 3 well-rested cards, right? Whatever that math runs out to be. 30% healing efficiency or something like that. Every other time you activated wound therapy, you would heal 8 HP instead of 7. That's what I mean by it keeps track of your fractioned HP. So it keeps track of literally everything. So if ultrasonic wound therapy is healing 8.8 HP every, over the course of 7 seconds, that 0.8 HP will be remembered. And sort of what it basically turns into is that every other time you use ultrasonic wound therapy, the other time you use it will heal for an additional point of health. So like you'll do 7 HP here, 8 HP on this use, and then you go back to 7 and up to 8, back down to 7, things like that. So it keeps track of the fractioned health. So there's no loss. There's no concern about running healing efficiency that doesn't round up to a nice clean number. It keeps tracks of all that stuff. So, is this card good? When I first looked at this card, when this card was first spoiled or teased by Turtle Rock, I looked at this card and said this card's garbage. I'm going to stand by that statement. This card is not good. The pain, the trouble, the suffering that we experience because we do not have our offensive slot is unbelievable. You want to know what's better than healing somebody for 7 points of HP or 14.7 if we invest like 6 cards into it, 5 cards into it, and we choose a particular character? A grenade. A grenade. You want to know what's better than healing 14 points of HP with a 5 card investment? Throwing a grenade at something. I can't say it enough. I can't say it enough. Granted, it is kind of nice that when it comes to the attrition element of healing a team over the course of a mission, SMG ammo is going to be way more common to come across than it is random healing accessories, and it does the whole team, and there's a lot of value in that potentially, especially if your team is dropping you ammo, things like that. But in Back 4 Blood, a good offense is the best defense by a huge margin. So rather than worry about healing your teammates, you should just be able to throw something. Throw a pipe bomb. Throw a pipe bomb, and your team won't need healing. If you can throw a pipe bomb, your team won't need ultrasonic wound therapy to begin with. If you can throw a grenade, you won't need to heal somebody 5 times because they got smashed by a tall boy. When it comes to ultrasonic wound therapy, it's not a good card. It's not a good card. It's just not worth it in the long run. If you're going super duper ultra mega uber support, right? You are the hospital. Sure. But it's only going to work in a team setting. You're going to really struggle in quick play. And even in a team setting, the rest of your team has got to be just pumping out the damage. The juice, they got to be juiced up. You're just not going to do that. You're not going. It's just not going to work for the most part, right? Not gonna. You can make it work, but it's not a competitive. It's not going to be competitive. If there was PvP, you would never see this card in Back for Blood PvP, right? Maybe you would though if they put it in freaking Swarm. Anyways, so overall, this card sucks because it takes away our offensive slot. It also doesn't really provide that much healing, especially after investing a lot of cards into it. 5 cards, a third of your deck. A third of your deck, and you're healing around 14 HP in total, right? That's not per second. That's after 7 seconds. You've healed them a total of 14 HP. It's not a huge amount. It's not a huge margin. Not a huge number in general. That's all I have about this card. Thanks for guys for watching. Oh, I did make it work though. I do have a deck that runs this card. It was sort of, it works in No Hope and Nightmare mode, and it works with random people. I'll have to show it off on stream sometime. Probably will need to show it off on stream sometime because it was quite the journey to try and figure out how to solve the problem of mutations without an offensive slot. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you in the future.